So my name is João. I'm a site reliability engineer for OLX Group. I'm based in Lisbon and I will be presenting Releasing the Canary. It's a presentation about canary deployments running on Kubernetes. This will be the agenda. Will be quite short. We're going to cover our motivation for doing this, how it works in a nutshell, a really small overview about it, the tooling that we used for this, and also some learnings that we took along this path. Just to give you a bit of context about OLX Group, we are based in more than 40 countries. We are spread along 35 offices in our homes, and we employ more than 5,000 people. All of these to leverage more than 6 million of exchanged items every month. So regarding the canary, our main motivation, this is a statement that I like to relate myself a bit and the work that I do, and I expect that all production engineer already suffer this in his daily life. It's even if your release pipeline is fully automated, you won't be able to detect all release related defects until real traffic is hitting the service. This is from the site reliability workbook, and this is something that we can have all the best testing methodologies, testing tooling, and all this kind of stuff. But sometimes I only feel fully comfortable when I actually reach production and I see all the dashboards keeping green and no red alerts and no this kind of stuff. So this was our main motivation on introducing this approach of deployment. And there are also two pillars. One is to reduce the number of users that are affected by an issue recently introduced by a deployment, and second is the reduce of response time between the introduction and detection. I also like to say the reaction of an issue. So a bit about how canary deployments work. I recommend you to take a look on this article. This article covers most of the strategies, but furthermore, these canary deployments basically consist on introducing a new version of your application gradually by shifting only a subset of users to the new version. With this UX, you control more the amount of people that are actually affected, and progressively we validate if this traffic shifting is going as expected or not. With this, we can expect a faster rollback because we can act faster based on the metrics that we are collecting on real time. You can relate also this to the image on the right corner. So for this, we had to, of course, get some automated tooling, like doing these manual validations wouldn't work. So we had two requirements. For the deployment to work, it needs to rely on two fundamental things. Our traffic ingress, the thing that flows the traffic in our application, and second, our metric providers, where we're going to fetch the metrics and all of these. So for this, we found the tool that is Argo Rollouts. They are building a quite nice ecosystem of tooling, and this tool basically for us was quite important because it integrates also with application load balancers, which is our main traffic ingress, and also integrates with multiple metric providers like New Relic, where we host mainly our metrics. With this, we could gather, since we already use other parts of their ecosystem, like Argo CD, it's not mandatory that you can use this without any other of the components, but we could get like a more friendly ecosystem. This tool also provides us flexible canary phase. By this, I mean, like, if I want to have a step which takes like 2 minutes for 10% of the traffic, and I can wait another minute and then run a query to validate if the traffic and then do completely different, I can do it. So this was a big plus for us. Taking a bit a look on how it works, there are two main components that I would like to highlight. First is the rollout controller. This basically controls the rollout custom resource definition, which is quite similar to a Kubernetes deployment one, except the fact that it has an extra part that allows you to configure the type of deployment, if it's a blue-green or a canary, and all the steps related to it. And then a second custom resource definition is the analysis template. This analysis template is responsible for running queries against our metric providers like Prometheus, what we want to, basically to get the information if our application is good or not during the deployment. Like I said, you don't need Argo CD to run this. You can use Argo Holox, but and this interface you can use on the left, you see like basically the applications that use it. And on the right, this is an application, and here you can take different actions on it. Like if you want to restart the deployment, retry, abort, or even a full promote, because you might get deadlocked in some bad metric analysis, and so on. This is the custom resource definition Argo rollout on the left side. Here we can see it's quite similar to the deployment, except for the part that here we have the strategy, and here we define the canary, the steps, how much time it's going to take, the weight of the traffic. And on the right, it's the analysis template. Here we have the query that will be executed. For example, this is against New Relic, the threshold, the health threshold, the iterations, and so on. So with this, I'd like also to share you some learnings that we took. And for me, one of the most important ones, it's like the metrics that we choose to validate if we should move forward or not with Canary. And one of them is make sure that actually the metrics verify your application health. And one of them that we started by, it was the head methodology, request errors and duration. And then furthermore, and later we can move to more creative approach, like using resource consumption patterns or other kind of patterns of your application. Another topic that is quite interesting is the duration and population of each canary phase. This is a common asked question is, oh, how much should I do? So, and this is also from the site reliability book. They have good content. I recommend if this is a topic that you are interested in to read. This is quite dependent on how much traffic you're going to serve, how much deployments you're going to serve. There is no golden ratio to define this. You basically, it's kind of related with the nature of your application. Start with small population, then increase and do experiments with it. Another thing that sometimes we see, it's like, what was the best time for us running the canaries? And one of the things that when you are geographically distributed is that when we are working, we might be working when is the peak time in the other side of the world. So we need to aim to run canary deployments at the peak time. So, and this is for a very good reason. Like performance issues tend to be difficult to spot when we are in low traffic. So when the environment is under stress, that's where we see. And we actually had some issues that we couldn't spot in production, or failed deployments that were never promoted to production because the query was not accurate for that amount of traffic. And that's pretty much it. Thank you, guys.